What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money from my subscribers, and I do not offer an investment trading program. Be careful on Instagram as well. A lot of scammers on Instagram cloning my Instagram account. And then they are contacting you by DM, impersonating me, trying to offer you investment trading services. Again, guys, that is not me. So please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open up a new Webull brokerage account. Put at least one penny in that account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. You're going to also have access to fractional share trading. Also have access to automatic investing. Webull is a brokerage app, guys, that I use every single day. I would never ask you to try something that I don't use myself. So if you're interested in that offer, there's a link down in the description box of the video. Go click on that Webull link, open up your new brokerage account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. 30-year fixed rate mortgage rates dropped by 50 basis points last week, which represents the biggest drop in the last 40 years in mortgage rates. And why did the mortgage rates drop? Well, the mortgage rates dropped because we had some good news about inflation earlier this month. And the thing you got to understand about short-term interest rates, which the Fed controls, because they can move short-term interest rates up, they can move short-term interest rates down. The reason they're moving short-term interest rates up right now is so that they can fight inflation. But indirectly, it also increases 30-year fixed rate mortgage rates when the Fed moves up the short-term interest rate. So we got good news last week that inflation was coming down per the October CPI report. And the CPI report measures inflation, right? How fast inflation is increasing or how fast inflation is decreasing. And when we got the October CPI report, it showed that inflation had peaked and it was slowly on its way down. Now, that one report for that 1 month doesn't mean inflation is done and it's just going to continue going down. We got to continue to monitor that, and that's what the Federal Reserve is going to continue to do. But since we got that report and it was good news, 30-year fixed rate mortgages rates, they dropped slightly based on that news. So, you know, they dropped from 7% to, let's say, 6.5%. But that's still pretty high, guys, when you're talking about mortgage rates. A year ago, mortgage rates were in that 3 to 3.5 range. So if we look at a $400,000 mortgage payment based on a 30-year fixed rate at 6.5%, you're talking about roughly $2,500 a month principal and interest payment. But if we look at that same $400,000 mortgage with a 30-year fixed rate of 3.5%, then you're looking at a $1,800 a month payment. So when the rate goes from 3.5% to 6.5%, and you're borrowing the same money for the same term, your payment goes up $700. And that's the reason why interest rates are so critical to the housing market. Because when rates are low, more people can afford to buy homes, right? Because the payment is going to be lower because of the low interest rate. But when interest rates go up like they've done over the last year, it really does bring demand down, because now fewer people can afford to go out and buy a new home. And the average home price in the United States, guys, is around $462,000. Now, it may be more in your area, it may be less in your area, but I'm talking about nationally as a whole. when you average out what homes cost, $462,000 is the average. So that's the reason why I use that $400,000 loan scenario at 6.5 and at 3.5. Some of you guys know I've been in the market looking for a house and I found one. I'm in that same dilemma when it comes to interest rates, right? Now, right now, currently on my home, my interest rate is 3.65%. And I've had that 3.65% interest rate since I moved into this house, which was in 2012. So over the last 10 years, it's been fixed at that 3.65, and it'll continue to be fixed because it's a 30-year mortgage with that fixed interest rate of 3.65. The new property, though, that I'm looking at, I'm not going to be able to get a 3.65 rate because it doesn't exist. I'm doing what they call a 5-1 ARM 30-year mortgage. What that means is I'm still getting a 30-year mortgage, but my rate is only fixed for the first 5 years. After the first 5 years are over, that rate could go up or it could go down depending upon where prevailing rates are at the time. But that is a chance that I want to take because I get a lower rate when I do a 5-1 ARM or a 3-1 ARM. And right now, that 5-1 ARM is going to be around 5.5% fixed for those 5 years. But my payment will feel like a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And again, the reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to get the lowest rate I can get. Let's say in 2 years, rates are back down in that 3% range, 3.5% range. I can certainly refinance my home at that time and take advantage of those lower rates. Or better yet, what my plan is over the next 2 years, I'm just going to pay the house off completely from just income that I'll be earning over the next several years. That's really the game plan, is to just continue hustling out here, doing my thing, making money, creating opportunities to make money, and then take that money and then I'm going to pay off the mortgage anyways prior to the 5 years. So I'm just getting a little creative with my situation, guys, because I got the cash to be able to do that. But the problem is I don't want to sink all my cash into that type of investment right now. So the goal is get a mortgage, even though it's a little bit more expensive. I'll go ahead and get it anyways. But knowing that over the next couple of years, I'm just going to pay the mortgage off anyways through cash flow, right? But I don't want to do that today because it will seriously put a dent in my cash flow. It'll put a dent in my cash reserves. And I don't want to have a bunch of house, but no cash reserves. So I'm going to go ahead and take the mortgage until I'm ready to pay the loan off. Like I said, over the next couple of years, I will plan on doing that. So drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know what you think about rates dropping by 50 basis points over the last week, basically. And again, I think the reason they dropped is because of the good news we got from the October CPI report. Also, the stock market over the last couple of weeks since we got that October CPI report has been doing really well. We've had a really nice stock market bounce inside of this bear market we're currently in. I was looking at the three major indexes on Friday. NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow were all up for the week. So had a nice little rally, man, off of that last CPI report we received for October. Really nice little bounce. Will that hold? I don't know, probably not. It depends. If we get a good report for November for CPI showing inflation still coming down, then I think the market will go ahead and really have a real nice bounce for December and end the year pretty strong. But we won't know that for another couple weeks until we get into December and get the CPI report for November. And we also waiting on the jobs report as well. Once we get the jobs report in early December, that will tell us as well what's going on with the labor market. Is it still on fire or is it cooling itself down? Like I said, though, man, drop me some comments and let me know what you think about that interest rate move. And are you going to be pulling the trigger on a new home or refinancing your current home in this interest rate environment we're in, or are you planning on just waiting? If you want those 12 free stocks from Webull, click on that link down in the description box, open up that new Webull account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness, never stop believing in yourself, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.